Hello, my friends. Tracy is with me.
Hello.
And sometimes new people are coming, so Tracy is my nice addition to the family. Extended yet, but hopefully
soon.
Yeah, Roman wants to be more romantic. He wants to go somewhere to do the formality.
Yes, actually,
That it's okay. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Don't let him to watch the video because he don't like when I'm putting my nose into his business.
Yeah, he's getting pretty used to it, I think.
He has to put up with us. So thank you so much for being with us. And Tracy is going to ask me questions. I never heard about them. And maybe at the beginning I will announce that there is some lady from the audience who donated a free, she paid for the reading for someone who can't afford it. So after the video, please put your name with at the comment section, and I will announce the
She's
lottery winner.
For someone that maybe hasn't been able to do one yet, but that would like to, but maybe because of finances hasn't been able to book one at this time. So so leave your name in the comments below.
And from the previous video, I didn't hear it from that lady.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. Diane, I haven't lost you. Trust me. I forwarded it to her today because I found it. So I will make sure that we are on top of that after this video for you.
Okay, thank you. I was worried. I thought usually by that time I will have the announcement. Great. We see each other only on Wednesday. So
yeah.
Thank you. So I will contact with you, Diane.
All right. Thanks, everyone that sent questions in. I have some that I've been holding on to, and then I've got a few new ones in here. So if you're ever interested in submitting a question, there is an email address in the description below, but it is psychicvioletta.questions@gmail.com. My mouth is running away with me today.
Nice. Okay, and those whoever is sending those emails, they are reaching only Tracy, so I don't have any contact with those emails because we have to act kind of in conspiracy.
Yep.
She's attacking me with those questions and I have fun like a little kid.
Sometimes I give her a little heads up, but not very much.
Oh no, she showed me the picture of some guy today.
Yeah.
So I know who she will be asking about.
So my first question today is from Vanessa, who asks, will Don Don run a shadow government from Mar-a-Lago and claim he is the legitimate president, potentially igniting a civil war?
Oh gosh.
We'll just start today off with a bang.
That's a scary question. I had a scary question today about children's on the live stream. Everyone is invited to the live stream if you can afford it. It's 10 Canadian dollars, it's about 8 American dollars per month. And someone asked me about the vaccine, about the new strength of Crownback for the children's, and I didn't have a good vision. It was so scary. I had tears in my eyes and I felt like someone is choking me. So it will affect children's because so far they were kind of protected, but it looks like that new strength. One doctor in Canada said that you can be in contact with someone for 1 minute and you can get that new strength from England. And in Alberta we have 56 cases. We were doing so good, we were going down with the numbers, and now the new kind of epidemic with the new cases. Okay, so would Trump...
So, will Don Don run a shadow government from Mar-a-Lago and claim he is the legitimate president, potentially igniting a civil war? 1, 2, 3.
It's like a boat, he has that little pond in front of Mar-a-Lago with water fountain, but it's drained. And the boat is on the side. It looks like he wouldn't be able to do too much damage because it will be drain it. So it doesn't look too good for him. Because
it's like a symbol of his drained power, maybe.
Drained power. Now he has drained power. He has no contact with Twitter. That must cost him. And in the live stream, I said that he is going and pounding with tools on the floor. So he is furious. I don't think he will be able to be as strong as he wanted to be. Angel of Protection will protect USA, and yes, he will be still collecting money. People will be paying him, so it's not that it's completely over. He will be still a symbol for so many people, and they would like that drama going on, but I don't think he will be as well. How can you swim if you don't have a water? So it looks like he will not be able to move forward too far. And the boat was small boat and in damage. Like it was nothing there to even start the movement.
Okay. Thank you for that question.
And yeah, because it was scary.
This one is from Alma.
Alma.
A Roman hospital. In a Roman hospital, 6 women who delivered babies normally had their placentas studied for the presence of microplastics. 4 of them had fragments of plastic present in the placenta. What will be the long-term effects to these children or to humans in general?
3 cards.
1.
Where those plastic came from?
2. 3.
What that vision is about, I don't understand. But in Africa, women are wearing the big water container on the head.
Yep.
And they are carrying the water. So it is
The
in the
water
water.
is carrying it.
Water is carrying it. And it is something that, in those countries where women has to carry the water, those are not very developed countries.
Or they don't have access to clean water.
Clean water, or we are not even, because this is a symbol. So it's a symbol, it's like going backwards in time to feel dependent of just human muscles to bring the water, to clean the water. There is something in that vision that I don't completely understand. Yeah, we have to watch what we are eating, what we are drinking, cutting on those things that are given to the environment. And then we will be safe, but it's not easy to be safe in our society right now. And we will have to go back kind of to the more primitive way of living even.
And we need to be very careful. Even a lot of bath products, I know we have to be very careful of what we buy. There's a lot of them that have like those microplastic beads in them that are supposed to be for exfoliating. And I'm all for exfoliation, don't get me wrong, but it's important to look into companies that do natural products, that have natural exfoliants, so that when it goes back into the water system, it's not damaging us.
If I will use
Exfoliant?
I read in Jane Collins' book many years ago, and she said that she's using sugar.
Yep.
Brown sugar. And I have a little jar sometimes in the bathroom, and I'm grabbing, and
coffee grounds are also really good too.
A coffee will stuck in your drains, but sugar wouldn't. And it is dissolved, and the skin is beautiful after that. So please don't use the chemicals if you...
Be very aware of what products you're using.
Because that's what they were actually supposed to stop using, those ingredients a few years ago. That was prohibited to use them because they were damage for the environment, for the fishes and so on.
And yet still products are getting away with it. So do you see what long-term effects will happen to us? 1, 2, 3.
It's like accumulation of everything. Everything is bad when it's in too much, so in your blood, in your brain, in your liver, and so on. So that will be accumulating. Yeah, people will have to figure out how to fulfill the dreams without polluting the earth. Magician, they will have to recreate something to clean it and go for more natural way of living, because it looks like it's not too safe the way that we are living our lives.
Okay, thank you, Alma. Clearly I shuffled my questions. Okay, Nina sent me one. So I sent it to myself in my email because it was just easier. So, really interesting kind of story here. There is, on Nova Scotia in Canada, there was a treasure supposedly buried deep underground, and the legend says that 7 men will die before the treasure is found in this so-called money pit. 6 died in the 1800s. One of the men now looking for the treasure, his 15-year-old son died, so I don't know if that's the 7th. They have found objects in this money pit from the 1300s to the 1800s. There is a stone road that they're trying to figure out what it was built for by the ocean. They found parchment paper. They found pottery, leather.
Can I stop you for a second?
Mm-hmm.
It's Oak Island.
Yes, it's Oak Island. Yeah.
Okay.
They found lots of things. European jewelry, Knights Templar cross. They've brought in heavy drilling equipment, sonar. So, like what's going on for an island to have so many people of different nationalities to be there. They still believe that there is valuable treasure buried deep underground. But there was traps set up so that, like water, like seawater would flood in and all of these things. They have found Spanish, Chinese, English, and bones from the East. So like just so much of everything there. So her question is, who buried the treasure? Or if there even is treasure, will it get found?
And apparently it was some treasure from Marie Antoinette.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
It's guessed to be, or Knights Templar gold.
Yes. Who buried that treasure?
1, 2, 3.
There were few different ships that were coming to that island and hiding. Somehow it was known as the place to hide. I see pirates. But pirates started in the in 16th, 17th century, I think. But it's in long time ago, and it's all about the way that they were able to navigate the water system under the island. So there are some way of opening some gates and closing, and they can't figure out those channels because the one I know I watched this a little bit but not too much, and I said that they are looking in the wrong place right now, because Leszek asked me about 3.5 years ago about that island. Yes, and I said it's length of the ladder from where they are digging, and I don't remember which way it was now, but it was like somewhere they, like if they will make a circle around where they are digging, there is some other way to
be able to access.
Yeah, rich people put this over there to hide the secrets. It was a spiritual group. The high priestess is symbol of spirituality. Secret place. Both cards are all about spirituality, related to the spirituality, the calm of support. So they were very knowledgeable people. It could be that they were even connected with other galactics.
That's kind of what was going through my head as you were saying
Yeah,
that.
now because they knew how to build the system that was our scientists can't figure out how to close those gates so that they will not flood them, and they flood them a few times so they can't really get in some channels.
Interesting. Thank you for that question, Nina.
Thank you. And the Kurds were really very cooperative, and it's all about this financial gaining and money and wealth.
Like a museum of wealth. I love these questions that you guys sent in. I had so much fun picking today.
Even presidents were investing in that.
In this money pit, yeah.
Yeah, so there is something we don't know exactly, but if the presidents who are after the presidency investing in the pits, then there is something.
This next one is from Cheryl. The FBI has closed the D.B. Cooper case in 2016. That was another huge case that a lot of people I'm sure know about.
I don't know.
Really? Okay, quick synopsis. He took hostage an entire plane, had a briefcase, showed the stewardess he had a bomb, took hostage of this plane, demanded, I think it was $200,000, and this was back in the 80s, I believe. And then they took off again. He also demanded 4 parachutes. He took off
and then jump out of it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And
that's
he's never been found. But they've closed the case. They've decided
I
they
didn't
enough
know
resources.
who are we talking. I heard about that kind of
crazy story.
James Bond kind of guy.
Yeah, and there's still movies to this day that have been made about it.
I just didn't connect the name.
Yeah.
It's good for because someone might not know too.
Yep, there you go. There you have the synopsis, right? So Cheryl's question is, did D.B. Cooper survive? And if not, whatever happens to the money?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He did survive. He went on some island eventually. He had some device on his shoes that it were making snowshoes or whatever, but I don't know if I'm correct, but I see him with something that he was landing on a balloon.
Oh.
Maybe on the water or on something. I don't know why I see the huge ski under both legs, but they were made out of something like balloon.
Huh. So something that protected him as he came down.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And the parachute and this, so he probably knew what he was doing, hiding. That time it was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then he ran to some island and changed the face, and he was living la vita loca. Yeah, he escaped. He changed his appearance, and he is kind of lonely. He don't tell anyone who he is and so on. So he don't want even those people who are around him to be in jeopardy. So he is not even mentioning in the books or whatever. Crazy. He will be old guy now.
Yeah.
But he don't want anyone to be in jeopardy because they knew him. So he might not even inform when he's dying.
What a crazy case. There's just some out there that, wow.
But
great,
that's what I see it, and who knows how that it's even possible to have those balloons under that.
Yeah. I know that one's going to puzzle me for a bit. Mm-hmm. From Bin Zhao, will the U.S. ever end up under a dictatorship? 1, 2, 3.
They already were under Don Don. That was kind of dictatorship. And going this way, that way, kind of, they will be avoiding but they will love someone. They will let him to be very protective, and it's all about who they will love as a leader. And if Don Don will be smarter, he could take the country for a ride. So there might be someone that eventually who will know how to appeal to the people and hold them as a dictator. It's nothing. Well, he broke the ice already. He showed how it is to control the huge amount of people.
Yeah. Scary.
Obama was nice, but he had that power over people, and if he will use it differently, he could be a dictator too. But he was not. He was very fair to the Constitution. But if someone will be like Don Don, who knows?
What way it could turn.
And people will love someone who will be strong and telling them, I'm playing you, but you obey me.
Yeah, appears fair. From Jane, there is currently, and she sent me the link to this, there is a petition for Senator Hawley's.
Haley's. Haley.
Hawleys. Just another example of me and my pronunciation.
I don't know.
But I'm assuming Missouri.
I know.
Yeah. So there's a petition.
Pro-Trump.
Yeah, and there's a petition for his resignation. He believes that all of his constituents are beneath him. Will he be kicked out or will he go on his own?
Regards.
1, 2, 3.
I see a crocodile. I don't think you can say that crocodile will go on his own. He will be stuck in the mud, in that muddy place that Don Don created. And I don't think he will move away. And today you asked me on the, not you, that someone asked me about Margie Green, if she will be kicked out today, and I didn't see her being kicked out, but move out from the commissions, or those groups.
Yeah.
She will be moved out, that the Democrats will move her out, but the Republicans are kind of standing behind her. He will rejuvenate himself. There will be some worries, but eventually he will go back to the world and he will be doing whatever he is doing, he will have followers. So he will be still fighting like crocodiles do.
I was picturing, as you were saying that I can't believe his name has escaped me. Irwin. He passed away because he was killed by a ray, like a stingray or manta ray or something like that. Steve Irwin. Remember how he would tackle the crocodiles and...
Oh, yes.
That was what I was...
Crocodile hunter from Australia.
From Australia. That was what was coming to my mind as you were talking about crocodiles.
Yeah, very nice guy. We watched those programs with him. With his wonderful accent.
Yes. From Linda, so this was a picture I showed you earlier. There was a casino owner named Sheldon Adelson, and he passed away about a few weeks ago, I guess. Very wealthy guy, and he did fund Trump and the Republican Party about like $123 million, I think it was. Will his death have a positive effect on our government, or will his estate continue to fund people like McConnell and Trump?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. You have that spoon that on really long spout.
Spoon?
Spoon. Give me a pen.
Like a ladle? Ladle? My words today.
No, that.
Like a soup ladle?
But it has for. Okay, something like this. Extremely long That's what stick. And so the stick is growing and growing, going lower and lower. So it will be harder and harder for the GOP to grab from that.
Gotcha.
It's like a well, going to the well, picking the water. So his beneficiaries will be not as eager to support them, crying over the guy who they lost. His sons or family will be on the crossroad, thinking, why would we be giving away those money? And his wife or someone will be watching over the money. I don't think they will get.
I think he did leave behind like a wife and 4 kids.
I think they will get some, but not as easy. They
won't be able to just dip their spoon in.
No, because it's getting kind of longer and longer. So before it was much like feeding them, and now it will be so uncomfortable.
All right, Marguerite. And you can correct me if I'm wrong in the questions. I'm assuming she's talking about the children at the border, like through immigrations. But she asked the children in cages.
Yeah.
How will they be when this horrific situation is over? Will they receive treatment or therapy? 1, 2, 3.
I see that it's like the horses who open the gates for them, they are trained to run. Those kids will be survivors, no matter what. Something like this, it will give them the strength to survive everything. I was very sick for 9 months when I was a kid, from age 3.5 to for 9 months I was in a sanatorium, and I was not allowed to see anyone from my family. And I think that gave me some abilities to think no matter what, I will survive. I can cry, I can be soft, but it taught me the surviving skills. Even when I was a little, I knew one nurse, she loved me, and she was calling me this sticky one. I was so cuddly that she liked me. She wanted to adopt me, actually. And I met her when I was adult. I was writing with her once a year Christmas cards, but when I was adult, I met her. And she said, you knew how to feel that you are the survivor. You were going, when the children were crying, you were going and cuddling them. We were worried that, all the kids were sick, so that was not a good, and it was spreading. Tuberculosis was not an easy illness to control. And I was, when the kid will cry, even if it was bigger, I was going and calming them down. So many of those kids died. But I survived, and I feel that little girl inside me is still the survivor. I have to know how to survive. And those kids will be survivors. The journey is not going to be easy for them. I didn't get any hope. Oh yeah, they will fight depression, and they will have a drama in their lives. They need desperately some help, mental help. That time, no one was even thinking about helping us, But it was dramatic. I remember that the big syringe that they were scaring us. If you don't eat, we will put that syringe in your stomach.
Yeah.
To this day, I was 3.5. You don't supposed to have memories of those scary things when you are 3.5 until 5 and before. I still remember that showcase in our dining room that they were put, and there was a chair that they want to sat some little kid. If they don't want to eat, then the syringe will be coming.
I had something similar when I was a kid. I was a very picky eater. and I frustrated my mom. And I remember one day she threatened me. She said, if you don't start eating, I'm going to take you to the hospital, and they're going to put a tube down your nose, down your throat. And I remember, like, the first day she had said that, I was like, whatever, brat. And then the next day, I used to watch the soap opera with her called All My Children. And I can still remember the character's name. It was Bianca. She was doing the same thing. She wasn't eating, and it actually, like, they made it show as if she had the tube down her nose. And I remember as soon as I saw that, I was like,
okay, I will eat.
Okay, I eat. I've never forgotten that. That's something that's always stuck with me too. Yeah.
So I was eating even puking,
that's a scary image.
I knew that I have to eat. I will puke, but
Yeah.
I will eat.
Yeah.
That was the way that they were mentally programming us, and it was scary. No matter how you look at this, it was really scary.
Yeah.
So I think those kids, I didn't put the good cards for it. It is they will be suffering for the rest of their lives, some kind of drama. It will affect them. The shaky tower, the tough journey.
But I believe they will survive too. That they will find strength.
They will find strength. They will be survivors, and I just hope that they will learn how to readjust.
And that something is provided for them to help them too.
I didn't have any. No one was talking to me about that.
No, it's a much different place now.
My mom said that I was 3.5 or more, 4 years old, and then I was complaining that I have a toothache. That 4 years old don't have a toothache, so they put me in the nurse's office. She left for something, and I opened the window, and I was hanging from the window in the winter. So that was my first time of escaping.
Okay. Alright, I can actually picture you doing
The child wouldn't do that until they are forced to somehow, you don't
Your
think
survival instincts kick in.
survival. Yeah, we still have
Oh
something.
yeah, I have one question left for you.
Okay. I will pull those cards because I will. Yeah, sorry for those hard moments from my life, but I survived. And then when I was 5 to 6 or somewhere like that, I was for 1 year in the institution for children because my mom was sick that time. And again, she couldn't visit me. And my parents were separated that time, so for 1 year I was without parents. But the second time I was so happy to be with the kids. I never had any post-drama.
She's so good.
Yeah, but it was orphanage, and any orphanage is a tough place for children.
My last one is from Cheryl. And I know this might be a controversial question, but you actually brought him up the other day. Is Jeffrey Epstein still alive?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
A dark tunnel in front of me, and dark. I think he is gone. He was not comfortable. Well, we can track this different ways. So he maybe was seduced by a doctor, and he went for some operation, and he might be alive. But people like that, they don't want to be hidden. Usually he will like to have some control over others. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just see that tunnel. That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm putting cards and putting them back. Yeah, so it is that I think that he was killed.
Yeah, I don't know that I believe the suicide.
Oh, no.
I think if he is dead, that there was assistance behind it.
Oh, he is not the type that will commit a suicide. No. There are some people who will fight and some who will commit a suicide. If someone will say that Navalny committed suicide, I wouldn't believe it.
No, yeah, same with him.
You know, there are no people. There are some people who are programmed to let themselves to feel weak and without hope, and there are others who will always feel, no matter what, I will still fight. And that's kind of how I feel. Okay.
So just a reminder to comment below this video if you are somebody who would love to have a reading but maybe haven't been able to afford it in the past, as Tangela did.
Thank you so much, Tangela.
That
It's
was
so
very
nice of you. How you spell her name? Tangale. L-A.
Angela with a T.
Oh, yeah.
And then I guess our circle of...
It's so nice. And
it's such a, I love that you guys are all finding different ways of spreading positivity and spreading kindness. It's wonderful to hear those stories and to see
today
it.
When we were doing live stream, I noticed people were chatting with each other.
Yeah.
Giving each other advices, what to eat, and they know each other by names. How wonderful it is.
Yeah.
It is that we are coming like for coffee with friends.
With friends, yeah.
So it is so nice. Thank you so much, and we would like to now. You can say the nice prayers. I was producing myself before.
My prayer for everyone is abundance. I pray that you find abundance in your life, whether it is wealth, security, kindness, positivity, love, even like basic necessities, that you come into this abundance and that you believe it will happen. And I pray that our circle of positivity just spreads, not only to our own community, but that we continue to spread it outwards to others, and continue to build one another up and support each other and show kindness and work together to just find peace and calm within ourselves. And also for healing, for anyone struggling with sickness, whether mentally or physically, to just feel the presence of healing and to let it wash over you. And
feel connected with others, with the good energy, with that bubble that we are creating and sending for protection to everyone. Okay?
Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Take care of yourself. And please write a comment, so on the next video I will announce that.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh, yes. We like those likes.
Bye, everyone.
That helps with YouTube.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey guys, we just want to give a quick little how-to if you are interested in booking a private reading with Psychic Violetta. So first thing you're going to do is head on over to her website, psychicvioletta.com. And then if you look over here, there is a tab for book readings. So you're going to click on that, which will populate the next page. Go. And then you can choose what kind of reading you would like. So you can do one by phone or by Skype, and then you would choose which one you like and click on Book Now. And then from there, you can go through and find a day or time that works best for you. Now, I will quickly mention to you guys that all the times that are listed are in Alberta time here in Canada. So you will want to make sure that you do a quick Google just to make sure that you choose a time that works for you, as these times are, as I said, for Alberta. So then you click on the time, and then it'll take you to options for making payment, and then you'll be all set for your reading with Psychic Violetta. Have a great day, guys.